Hey, good morning. Happy Monday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and you got it. Get your dreams out of your head into your life. Good morning, Shanti. Thank you so much for joining. I pray that you all have had an amazing weekend. You know, my weekend was really long, really busy, but it was productive. It was productive, and that's the difference in busy. I don't want to be just busy, but I want to be productive. I want to add value. I want to make a difference. I want to make some changes. And so, therefore, it has to be with substance and not just busy, but it is busy and productive. So I pray that you had an amazing weekend. I am just inviting a few, and then we're gonna go from there. And so you see what the title of this live feed is. I'm not gonna be on here long, but it says that if you have to choose, good morning, Brother Warren. Thank you so much for joining. God wants to do so good. He is good. Yes, he does. Yes, he is good, and he wants good for his children. So if you have to choose, you have a choice that we choose fashion or passion. Fashion or passion. So if you had to choose, don't go with the glam and fame, but go after what you love. Go after what you love, because when we go after things because it looks good, it may not feel good. But when we go after the things that are in our heart, the things that we enjoy doing, the things that we would do and don't get paid doing, the things that keep us up at night. So when you have to choose, for me, I would choose passion any day over fashion, because fashion, it can be flashy, it can be cute, but it cannot be well with your soul, well with your, well with down the road, well with your future, well with your legacy. We want to make sure the things that we do, that it is impactful, it's motivational, it's inspirational, that it have a lasting effect and not just a cute effect, but we want a lasting effect. And so I pray that you will continue to go after the things that you love, and that you will be willing to take some risks to do them, because sometimes the things that we love require risk. But we know where there is no risk, there is no options, and there is no choices. There is nothing being taken. And so we have to, there's always some good out of some risk. Good morning, Veronica. Thank you so much for joining. Some risk is healthy for your growth. Some risk is healthy for your future, your legacy. Some risk is healthy for your building. So we have to get out of our comfort zone, because we know that things happen outside of our comfort zone. Everything starts outside of what we're comfortable with. Everything that we have ever did big in life was scary. Having a baby was scary and painful. But when we saw our bundles of joy, we loved it. We enjoyed it. So the things that we do, if you get married, that's scary. When you start a business, that's scary. When you buy a home, that's scary. When you have a diagnosis, that's scary. There are things that we do in life that is scary. But when we go through those things, when we experience those things, good morning, Mary. Thank you so much for joining. When we experience those scary situations through life, we learn, we live, we grow. We're able to do more when we get out of our comfort zone. So don't think because you're approaching a thing and it makes you afraid. It is afraid to do anything that you're going to face some unknown. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. Sometimes we don't know exactly what the cost is going to be. We don't know what the reading is going to be. It is scary facing the unknown, but do you know it is possible? It is possible for you to face those things that you do not know, but if you don't do them, you would never know what could be done. So I am encouraging you this morning to go after your passions and not fashions. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You do what God has purposed you to do. You do what God has put on your heart to do. You may not do what I do, do. I may not do what you do. We may not do what each other do, but you have something to do with your life. And what you do is all God has required you to do. You may be a word of encouragement for someone. So don't feel like that you don't have anything to offer. Don't feel like what you're doing is not enough. What you're doing it might be just what God has created and called you to do. I remember John the Baptist, he had one message: repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You know, that was impactful, and that was his purpose. He didn't have to go and do what Jesus did. He didn't have to go and do what everybody else was doing. He did what God called and created him to do. So that's where we have to be. So we don't have to get hooked up on fashion and flashy, but we need to get hooked up and connected with passion to do the things that we love. Do the things that bring us joy. Do the things that does not rob us of our peace. Do the things that we would love to do, that we would love to do the rest of our lives. So when you think about today, ask yourself, what is that thing that if I could do it the rest of my life, what would I do? What would I do the rest of my life? Some of us have worked jobs we didn't like. We've been places that we didn't want to go. But if you had the opportunity, if time and space was not a issue, what is it that you would be doing? What is it that you love to do? Do you love helping people? What is it that you love to do? What is it? You have to answer that question. What is my purpose and why am I here? What is it that I love doing? So I want to, good morning, Sherry. Thank you so much for joining. I want to encourage you this morning to do the thing that you love. So if you had to choose between fashion and flashy and cuteness and passion, what would you choose? I choose passion. I would choose to do what I love versus to do what looks good to other people. I would choose to do the thing that brings me joy and allows me to live in peace versus doing what everybody else is doing. You can stand outside. You don't have to color in the lines. You don't have to stay in the box. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You just do what you was created to do. And you do it well. You do it with the whole heart. You do it with your whole mind. You do it with your whole soul, and you watch how God bless you. So don't worry about if it's not popular to everybody. Don't worry about if everybody is not with what you with, but that's okay. You do what God has purposed you to do, and you watch how he opened doors. You watch how the opportunities come. Good morning, Hazel. Thank you so much for joining. So don't spend your time worrying about how you're going to do what you do. Because if you do what you love, God will show you how to do it. You do what you love and you love what you do. So if you have to choose, you choose your passion over fashion. Passion over fashion. Because what look good is not always good. But what's in your heart, it would always work out. What you're forced to do, what you're doing because you feel like you have to, and it looks good to everybody else, but you're not happy in doing it. Do the thing that make you happy. Do the thing that you know that you was created to do. Walk in your purpose because it is your passion, it is your purpose, and it can be your profit too. When you do the things that you love, it can be your profit, because I'm telling you, working for somebody else, you would never have wealth. You have a living, you can pay your rent, maybe keep your lights on, but when you're able to do the things that you love, there's no cap. Working on a job, there's a cap. I don't even know if are they still giving raises? I don't know if they're giving raises or what nowadays, but there's a cap. A 2% or 3% increase, sometimes a cost of living increase. But when you work for yourself, all you have to do is do what you love, and the benefits, they will come. The benefits will come. You don't have to worry about the benefits when you're working for yourself. When you're working for yourself, you do the thing that you love, and the benefits will come. When you work on helping people, when you work on, good morning, Camelia, thank you so much for joining. See, our focus shouldn't be on what we get paid, but our focus should be on how we impact. When we focus on how we impact, the pay will come. We cannot be so focused on how much much we get paid and when we're going to get paid. But if we focus on the impact that we have in the lives of those that we are called and created to serve, we will get the pay along the way. So I want you, good morning, Carolyn. Thank you so much for joining. So think about, are you doing the thing? Are you doing the thing that you love, or are you doing the thing that looks good? Do the things that you love and that you was created to do, and watch how God open doors for you. You watch how God give you the opportunities. You watch how God make a way. And God always, he will provide the provision to those things that he start. If he started, he'll finish it. But if you started, he'll let you try to finish it and you'll fail. But so we got to look at that failure with God is not an option. Good morning, Carolyn. Failure with God is not an option. He's not a failing God. He is not a God that fails. He is one that does what he says. He is capable. He is more than capable to do what we think. He is more than capable to do what we imagine. He is more than capable to wow us and woe us. But see, we got to realize that when we stop trying to be popular to man, that we'll be popular with God. And it's not that we're trying to be popular, but he said, woe unto us. Woe, woe. When everybody like what you doing and everybody in the world think what you got going on is what it is. Good morning, Busher. Thank you so much for joining all the way from Pakistan. When we are accepted by man and everything that we do, when we jumping when they want us to jump, we better be careful, because that may not be pleasing unto God. But when we remember, good morning, Robert. Thank you so much for joining. When we remember that the works that we're doing is because it's the work that we love to do, because it's in our heart. It's in our heart. We got to stop doing the things that are in our heads and start doing the things that are in our hearts. So I'm asking you this morning, are you working for fashion or passion? And if I had to choose, I am choosing passion. I would do the things I love. I would love the things that I do. I love what I am doing. I love how the Lord has opened doors and has made ways. Beware when all men thinks well of you. You got it, Hazel. You better beware. When you're popular to the world, woe. Woe unto us. Woe. Woe unto us. So look, I got to get ready to get out of here. We're going to get this day started. So if you had to choose, are you choosing passion or fashion? Fashion or passion? Are you choosing those things that look good, look flashy and eye-catching? Are you doing those things that are fearful, that make you say that the only way that this is going to happen is I do it by faith, because I got a little fear, but as Joyce Meyer says, do it afraid. Look, if you're new to me, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and you got it. Get your dreams out of your head into your life. And if you're ever going to do that, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. We're going to have to study, and be ready to be uncomfortable. God bless you.